All right, we have been talking about scientific notation and rules of exponents. So the homework assignment that we're going to go over today is from worksheet 11.12, which deals a lot with scientific notation at the beginning, but then multiplying and dividing numbers in scientific notation. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to start with, in the middle of the worksheet, letter D. Letter D has an equation or a multiplication problem that they want you to do that looks something like this. We have 3,000, actually 3,800,000,000, and we're going to multiply that number times 0.1, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 0.000005. We're going to multiply these together, and this is letter D on your worksheet. And so I'm going to put both of these first in scientific notation. The first one, 3.8 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th power. And the second one is going to be 5, if I put the decimal after the 5, to the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th power. So times 10 to the negative 6th power. And we're going to multiply these numbers together. So if I take 3.8 times 5, you can use your calculator for one like that, but we can also do it like this. I can take 3.8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. 5 times 3 is 15, plus the 4 is 19, and I have one decimal. So that's 19 times 10, and because these bases are the same, I'm going to add the exponents, which is 10 to the third. 9 plus negative 6 is 3. And so then, this is a correct answer, but it's not in scientific notation. To put it into scientific notation, my decimal currently is after the 9, and the 10 to the third means to move it 3 spaces to the right. But if I put the decimal between the 1 and the 9, which is where it's supposed to be, then I'd have to move the decimal 1 plus the 3 spaces over, which is going to be times 10 to the 4th power. And so the correct answer for letter D is number 25, or answer number 25, which is 1.9 times 10 to the 4th on the worksheet here. So let's do another one. In the next set of problems, I'm going to choose letter Y in the second set of problems, or the fourth set of problems, I guess, where you're dividing, and it looks something like this. And what this looks like is this. We have 16,000 divided by 2,500,000,000, which looks something like that. So what we want to do here is divide those two numbers, but first, just like we did when we multiplied, we want to put these two numbers into scientific notation. So the first one is going to be 1.6 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4th power, so times 10 to the 4th power, divided by 2.5 times 10 to the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th power. So in scientific notation, we have a problem that looks like this. 1.6 times 10 to the 4th over 2.5 times 10 to the 9th. And what we're going to do now is we're going to divide these two. And just like with multiplication, we're going to divide the actual numbers first. If I take 1.6 divided by 2.5, I will get 0.64. But then 10 to the 4th divided by 10 to the 9th, I'm going to subtract the exponents, which is 10 to the negative 5th power. And again, this is a correct answer, but it's not in scientific notation because the decimal's in the wrong place. I would want the decimal to be between the 6 and the 4. Right now, the decimal's before the 6, and times 10 to the negative 5th means to move it 5 spaces to the left. But if I put the decimal between the 6 and the 4, which is where it's supposed to be in scientific notation, I'm going to multiply it times 10, not to the negative 5th, but negative 1 plus the negative 5, which is negative 6th power. And so for letter Y, the correct answer is 6.4 times 10 to the negative 6th. And on the worksheet, that's number 4. So hopefully those two things helped you with this homework assignment. If you have more questions, we can go over those tomorrow in class.